Men love hoes. And today was the first time, and oh God, I wish I could find his video, that I actually heard a man admit it. And I've said it before, and of course I had people telling me I don't know what a man wants. I'll never know what a man wants because I'm not a man.
I'm almost 22. I've never had a boyfriend, and people are always like, how do you know how guys act so well? First of all, my dad taught me what guys want and exactly how they'll act to get it. Blah, blah, blah. The internet's mad because I said I'm pretty. But you know what else? I'm 21 and I've never had a boyfriend. I'm about to be 22 in February. I will never fucking settle. I had my first kiss at 20 years old.
Listen, I'm not here to shame man or woman for engaging in hookup culture. At the end of the day, it's your life, and I'm sure you're not going to listen to me anyways. All I'm saying.
Men get to enjoy our bodies, and then they get to just move on with their life.
So, when did we all collectively decide that we just don't do relationships anymore?
Every time I tried to initiate being intimate with my last partner, he would turn me down, and eventually I stopped trying because the rejection was so painful. I felt so embarrassed.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Pearl Chronicle.
So, when did we all collectively decide that we just don't do relationships anymore? It's just so frustrating because now I feel like, not that everyone's easy, but like, yes, everyone's easy. Like, everyone just wants to talk to people for sexual connection because they know that if you don't give it to them, they can easily get it somewhere else, which is fucking dumb. But then even if you are attracted to a guy and you give that up to a guy, then all of a sudden you're easy, you're unattractive, all of this. But then whenever you don't give it to them, they get frustrated and then just move on to the next. So what are we supposed to be, genuinely? It's just so hard to figure out what guys want from women anymore. Like, what the fuck do you even want in a woman?
It's amazing how men are supposedly impossible to understand, yet most men keep asking for the same things. The real problem is nobody likes hearing answers that require responsibility.
Every time I tried to initiate being intimate with my last partner, he would turn me down, and eventually I stopped trying because the rejection was so painful. I felt so embarrassed, unattractive, unlovable. And what I didn't realize at the time was that it was not personal. He was attracted to women who were dominant and who liked to lead the relationship and lead him. And I have a very strong personality, so when we first met, he thought that that is the type of woman that I would be. But in relationships, I like the man to lead. And what he was attracted to simply was not what I could or wanted to offer. So it was not personal, and I wish I knew that at the time, but looking back now, I can see that we just weren't aligned or meant for one another. So if you're struggling with your intimacy in your relationship, you may have gotten together because you had shared interests, but when it comes down to the relationship dynamics that you both are looking for, it simply may not be aligned, and that's nothing personal to you.
Welcome to the rejection men deal with all the time. The difference is men are usually told to get over it, improve themselves, and keep moving without a support group.
You ever realize how bitches really be losers for real? Like, it really be them loser assholes. Like, hold on, let me turn off my Frank Ocean real quick. Okay, I ain't turned my man all the way off, but I turned him down. But yeah, it always be them loser ass bitches. Like, you could be living in your purpose, doing your thing, being in alignment with what you got going on, and it's always a loser ass bitch that feel like, why her and not me? Wanna know why, bitch? Wanna know why not you, bitch? Because you're not minding your business. You're minding somebody else's business. Maybe if you mind your business, living your purpose, being in your alignment, you could think about yay me. But you're watching this girl and getting mad and envious, and that's turning you into a loser.
The irony is unbelievable. She's calling other people losers while spending a whole video talking about them. Sounds like she's watching her haters just as much as they're watching her.
Men love hoes. And today was the first time, and oh God, I wish I could find his video, that I actually heard a man admit it. And I've said it before, and of course I had people telling me I don't know what a man wants. I'll never know what a man wants because I'm not a man. But let me tell you one thing about me is I watch, I observe, and I study people. And I'm telling you right now, men love hoes. Let me explain. And it's not because she's easy. It's not because she's out here sleeping with everybody. It's because she moves how she wants. She dresses how she wants. She says what she wants. She's not out here asking to be chosen. She don't string for nobody. She's not existing for his approval. And that makes men lose their minds. Now, women tend to love differently, right? The low vibrational feminine will love a man through pain, manipulation, betrayal, abuse. You know how many women I've heard say they've slept on the floor with a man all for the sake of loving him? We will stay with a man that breaks us because we were taught that love means endurance, but baby, men don't move like that. Men are logical, and I say it all the time. They do not make decisions based off their emotions. They move off peace and image, not love. Men will go wife the one that brings them stability. Whole time be in love with the girl that brings them nothing but chaos.
This is the same mistake every time, confusing attraction with commitment. A man can find someone exciting and still choose a completely different woman for a serious relationship.
They'll go marry the one that makes them look good. And the one that makes them feel good is somewhere hidden off in the shadows. And that's where a lot of y'all women get confused. Y'all go, oh, well, he won't go be with that hoe he keeps cheating on me with. Of course not. She doesn't make him look good. But she makes him feel alive, though. But he can't post that. He can't bring that home to mama. He can't create all of this confusion. So he'll stay with you for presentation. But he'll keep her from passion. He'll tell his boys he don't love her, blah, 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 she's a hoe. But his heart will betray his words every time she's in his presence. And that's why he keeps allowing her to come into his presence. And let's not keep acting like this is always about sex, because it's not. If it was just about coochie, he wouldn't have no problems just getting yours. Because the same way you got a coochie, she got one, I got one, everybody got one. This is not about a body. It's about energy. Men love hoes because they embody freedom. Hoes taste like rebellion. And men love a good chase. So yeah, he'll go be with and marry the modest, cooking, clean Miss Betty Crocker who submits to him. But the one who made him feel, right, those type of women will always hunt him. Because men love hoes. They just don't have the courage to stand by one.
She's romanticizing dysfunction. A man keeping someone around isn't proof of love. Men are judged by who they commit to, not by who they refuse to let go of.
Listen, I'm not here to shame man or woman for engaging in hookup culture. At the end of the day, it's your life, and I'm sure you're not going to listen to me anyways. All I'm saying is don't expect to be able to settle down in a nice, good relationship afterwards. Not because the other person wouldn't allow it. Let's be real. I don't think you would actually tell them your real body count anyways, but more so because you really think after hooking up with 50 plus people, you're going to be able to do that? You think your brain is going to let you do that? You think you're just going to be able to settle down in a happy marriage? That's all I'm saying. Do whatever you want in this life, but don't complain about the consequences.
Another thing that I'm jealous of that men really lucked out on is hookup culture, because it literally only works for them. But somehow, and I don't even think that the men convinced women to be this way. I think women convinced themselves, if I just sleep with him, it'll be better for me. And it's I just know that men sat back and thought, you're right, sweetheart, let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's see. I think you're going to love it. And now 10 years later, the women are oh my God, we didn't love it. We didn't love it.
Notice the admission here. Women weren't forced into hookup culture. They bought into it, defended it, promoted it, and now many are questioning whether it delivered what was promised.
I'm almost 22. I've never had a boyfriend, and people are always like, how do you know how guys act so well? First of all, my dad taught me what guys want and exactly how they'll act to get it. And I also have 4 brothers, so that probably helped. When you are talking to a boy or a man, you need to assume all they want from you is sex. The problem is that guys know exactly what to say and do to get you in bed, but girls don't realize it. So they fall for the same trap over and over, and then these guys get to go back and be like, yeah, I hooked up with her, I cracked, whatever the fuck disgusting shit they say. All these girls thinking they love sex too, and they're just as horny as men. They are literally falling into the exact trap that these guys want them to. Women think that they understand men and that we're similar. We are not. We are a completely different species, and believing that we're similar is genuinely dangerous because men do not think like us.
So you've never had a boyfriend, but you're giving definitive lessons on all men? That's like reviewing a movie you never watched and acting like you're the expert.
And they don't act like us, and they don't feel things like us. Hookup culture is extremely dangerous. Drinking, going to bars alone, being around drunk men, all such dangerous situations that you need to be careful of, because these are literally the spots where guys go to take advantage of girls. Even if they have you mutually consenting, you might be consenting, not understanding the actual detriments of hooking up with all these random guys as a woman and what that does to your soul. I know a lot of girls weren't given the tools and information to understand how guys work and how to be careful and stay safe and recognize their pattern. And I'm not trying to judge you. I just genuinely want the best for you. And I love you guys so much. Follow for more. Mwah.
It's wild how every risky decision gets blamed on men. Adults make choices too. At some point, accountability can't always be outsourced to the opposite sex.
Blah, blah, blah. The internet's mad because I said I'm pretty. But you know what else? I'm 21 and I've never had a boyfriend. I'm about to be 22 in February. I will never fucking settle. I had my first kiss at 20 years old. I know that people try to make it seem like hookup culture is the norm and that's what you should do. But what's better is respecting your body. Genuinely hate hookup culture because it's ruining modern day relationships and ruining so many girls' self-worth. And guys want one thing. They want to get you in bed. And they'll say and do whatever they can to get you there. So you falling for it and being like, no, it's empowering to go use my body, and so that you can have something to talk about with your circle of friends just to leave you feeling empty because you tied your soul to a random man. I don't want that for you. You should respect yourself enough to care that someone's touching you. Like, what? How can you do that and not care? There is no such thing as casual sex.
She says every guy wants the same thing, but real life proves otherwise every day. Some men want hookups, some want commitment, and pretending they're all identical helps nobody.
You've been brainwashed. I'm sorry. There is science behind it. Guys and girls release different chemicals when they have sex, and it is not casual, especially for girls, but not for guys either, and they should learn how to control themselves. It's fucking disgusting. As women, we need to understand, oh, these are the patterns, and this is exactly what guys will try to do to get you in bed, and watch out for it and stop falling for it. And as women, stop perpetuating the fucking lie that hookup culture is women empowerment to do what you want and making it a trend and a theme to talk about that with all your friends. Who'd you hook up with? Oh my God, I'm going home from the bar with this random guy. Like, ew, that's gross. Respecting yourself is hot and cool, and that's what you should do, okay? Stop giving your body away. Stop participating in hookup culture. Love yourself. Bye. Love you. Fall for more. Mwah.
Notice how the message starts with personal responsibility and ends with blaming men. If women are empowered enough to make the choice, they're empowered enough to own the consequences too.
Men don't want to get laid, because I made a video saying that women need to sleep around more, parenthesis, because you need to discover that this D ain't that special. Anyway, but like, if you sleep around more men get laid, right? And there are still men in the comment section going, don't listen to her, girls. Don't listen to her. And it's like, sir, are you trying to keep your homeboys to yourself, or what's going on?
Like, they love them some hoes. Like, they love them some hoes. I'm not saying go be a hoe. I'm not saying that don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm just saying boys love that shit. They really do. They love them a hoe.
And the men that be on here looking super fine, and all they talk about is relationships, how they want a relationship so bad, what they would be like in a relationship, how they would treat their girl. Baby, that man ain't looking for no relationship. Just like, admire, and scroll on. Please and thank you. Don't you slide in that man DMs thinking it's about to be something. It won't. That's their whole aesthetic, okay? And being in a relationship will kill that aesthetic. Hello? Am I wrong? No. I'm right. I know this. All right? They love the attention and having, I don't know, the pick of the crop that they're never going to pick. But yeah, that man ain't trying to be in a relationship, girl. Please. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of the look. Remember I told you this.
She keeps saying men love hoes, yet somehow ignores the fact that men are the ones proposing, marrying, and building families every day. Reality doesn't match the narrative.
Ladies, what if a guy actually doesn't want sex on the first 2 dates and he just wants intimacy, like as in conversation, good vibe, being able to just chill with you, you know, hug, cuddle and shit, stuff like that. Y'all, ladies, feel like he's less of a man, or he's not there, or he's too much of a boy. What goes through you guys' mind if a guy genuinely comes and say that to you on the first 2 to 3 dates without wanting sex at all, but he just wants to be in your presence? What do you guys think? Like, what do you guys feel? Because sometimes, like, men don't really need all of that, you know, all that sexual tension and shit. We just sometimes just want to chill, vibe, and just relax. Just have someone to talk to and just have someone to listen. To be fair with you, really, a lot of men just want y'all to listen. And I think, like, once you get to the point that you understand, and he feels like you get where he's going, or he gets his aspiration, dreams, and XYZ, he will show you even way more than just sex. Like, I promise you, ladies, I promise you. But if a guy comes to you and he says that, I want to know, what do you guys think? What do you guys really do for that? Like, yeah, it's actually an interesting question though, if you think about it. A lot of men are different, ladies. A lot of men are different, you know. All of them really just want that, and then that's it. So yeah, tell us, man, we want to know.
A question I always hear women asking is like, why do men always go for the women that want a serious relationship rather than just go for the women that also just want to hook up, that also just don't want something serious and they just want to have fun? And it's not because women that want to hook up don't exist. They exist. It's not that they can't find any women that just want to hook up. It's because it's a power dynamic. They want to coerce women, lie and manipulate and pretend to be somebody they're not. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, that's too dramatic. That's not true. They've told this to me to my face. A lot of them have admitted it. Men don't want to be with a woman that wants the same things. They want the power dynamic of it, and they want to trick and manipulate women into having sex with them to have power over you. That's what it's about. And this is why situationships are predatory and at the very least emotionally and mentally abusive, because if you have to lie, scheme, trick, or coerce somebody into having sex with you, you're a predator.
Everything is manipulation, everything is abuse, everything is a power play. At some point, two adults making bad dating choices isn't a conspiracy, it's just modern dating. Anyway, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.